Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Smiley's Corner. And here's your host, Smiley.
Hey everybody, glad to be back on Friday. Sorry about Monday and Wednesday. Go work, feed the family, feed the belly, some things like that. I hope everybody's having a great Friday, and it is Friday. It's time to. We've got just a little bit of summer left. It's time to get out and cook some steaks, drink some beer, go do something with the family, do something with the in-laws, the outlaws, just the laws, whatever. Anyway, speaking of laws, let's talk about mismanaged laws. The migrant numbers under Texas Bridge, and I think everybody's seen this by this time. Picture of the bridge there in Texas that you're talking about. It doubled in 24 hours to 8,000. Okay, well, that report was this morning at 9 a.m. The report at 11:30 was at 12,000. So it's growing, growing, growing. So my deal with this is, we're talking about one area. Where's the numbers coming in from the border that goes into California? Where's those numbers?
Oh, yeah.
No, the liberal media is not going to let you know that. There is no doubt about it, period. So, what's the real number? Yeah, because Senator Kennedy was talking about this morning, he was talking about probably 2 million in a year. I think he's off by 18 million.
Probably.
I think he's off by 18 million.
Because now they're not just from Mexico, now there's Honduras.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're absolutely coming in from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in from everywhere. They're finding them from Greece. I mean, Somalia. I mean, they're coming in Haiti. There's Cubans. There's
right there.
there's Afghanis that's come in here.
Yeah.
That they've stopped. I mean, hell, they've even stopped a couple of Saudis that were on the terror watch list.
Because it's a huge opening right there.
It's a massive opening for sure. And this is where it gets sad. The Border Patrol, they find a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old siblings abandoned in the Rio Grande. Customs and Border Protection said the 2-year-old girl and 3-month-old boy, both Honduran nationals, are siblings and were found abandoned along the Rio Grande near Eagle Pass. Okay. So, obviously, these two children cannot fend for themselves.
No.
This little girl's not going to get up and forage for food for this little baby. So they just leave him out there abandoned.
Yep, they're hiding in the bushes.
And the Biden administration knows this. And they're okay with it. How sad is that? It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So they keep showing this news about this bridge in Texas where all these migrants are, conjured under, right? Yeah. So Biden, he gets the FAA to place a temporary ban on drones flying over bridge packed with illegal immigrants. So if you can't convince people that nothing's going on here, and they're still seeing it on certain news outlets, because your mainstream media is not going to cover it whatsoever, we're just going to not let anybody look.
That's
the most corrupt bastard I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So the federal,
They're just trying to cover it up.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Federal Aviation Administration has placed a 2-week flight restriction along a bridge in the southern border, inundated with thousands of illegal immigrants, which prevents reporters from flying drones to document the crisis. Yeah.
2 weeks. Do you know how many people are just going to be sitting there waiting to fly their drones when that 2-week ban is over?
I think they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think.
How do you plan to get rid of them in 2 weeks? How do you plan to hide? Are you going to put curtains up?
He can't get rid of them now. He has no clue, zero clue what's going on. This is the most anti-American regime that's ever been in place in this country.
Yeah.
You got to get a vaccine.
I don't-
Yeah, you do. If you want to crawl on a plane, or you want to work for the government, or
I don't
if
know.
you work in a company that has more than 100 employees, you have to get vaccinated. But they don't. They don't even have to get tested. They're not even getting tested.
Nope.
They can run wherever they want, all over the place. They don't have to wear a mask. They don't have to do anything.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Speaking of masks, more liberal cities and, their mayors and governors and things like that. Maskless San Francisco mayor breaks health order, seen partying with a BLM co-founder at a nightclub. So, San Francisco Mayor London Breed was seen partying and singing maskless in a nightclub with a Black Lives Matter co-founder, breaking her city's mask mandate. I mean, who hasn't already seen that, right? I mean, isn't that what they do? The Democrats, it's do as I say, not as I do. CNN's Don Lemon calls on Americans to shun stupid unvaccinated people, leave them behind. During this discussion with fellow CNN host Chris Cuomo, yeah, he's legit. At the start of his show, Lemon blasted those choosing not to take the vaccine because they weren't sure about its contents by oddly comparing it to Botox injections and people being unaware of what was in them, but taking them regardless. Okay, so Don Lemon is another liberal asshole idiot that while Trump was trying to get this vaccine out, he was telling you, don't take it. It'll kill you. You're going to die if you take this vaccine.
But now you gotta take it.
But now you have to take it.
And you're stupid.
And you're
No.
stupid. You should be left behind.
No, thank you.
What happened to your first statement, Don Lemon? Well, he probably doesn't even remember saying it. I don't think he really pays any attention to what the hell he says anyway. Because he sure as shit ain't very bright. Kamala Harris questioned after announcing steps for protecting the vaccinated. Well, isn't that what the vaccine's for? So, by vaccinating the unvaccinated, increasing our testing and masking, and protecting the vaccinated, we can end this pandemic. That's exactly what we are committed to doing. That was in a Harris tweet. Okay, so what she was going on to say was she wants to protect the vaccinated from the unvaccinated.
How do
Okay.
you plan to do that?
Am I missing something?
Yeah, like how do you plan to do that?
Right. If you're vaccinated, aren't you protected from the unvaccinated? Isn't that why you take the damn vaccine?
That's what it's supposed to be for.
So by saying we're going to protect the vaccinated from the unvaccinated, isn't that saying that the vaccine doesn't work?
Pretty much. Then
I mean, is she not smart enough to see that she's contradicting herself there?
that's what they've been doing when it comes to this vaccine. First you didn't have to take it, now you gotta take it. Now they're making it to where it's being forced for you to take it. What are you gonna do? Write everybody's name down?
Yeah. They're gonna come door to door.
Good luck with that.
Door to door. The political cartoon of the day was Biden standing there with this freaking snarl on his face, pointing his fingers. I will hunt you down and you will pay. And then the donkey is standing there saying, do you think the Taliban will listen? And Biden's looking at him and confused saying, oh, I was talking to the unvaccinated. Yeah. So, Anyway, Congress exempt from Biden's COVID-19 vaccine mandate. Biden's order Thursday mandating COVID-19 vaccinations, among federal workers and contractors drops the option of regular testing and allows only some religious and disability exemptions. The order applies only to the employees of the executive branch and does not apply to the legislative branch or judicial branches of government. The White House confirmed to Fox News. Okay, so we have gone through this and gone through this. And it is not just the Congress that is exempt from the vaccines. CDC employees are exempt. White House employees are exempt. State Department employees are exempt.
That's stupid. Everybody has to take it, doesn't that mean everybody has to take it?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Why would you not, if you're the president, okay, and you're trying to convince everybody to take a vaccine, which he has done a horrific, shitty job at,
Yeah.
okay? Because now he couldn't lie to you and convince you. He couldn't trick you and convince you. So now he's just going to force you. Okay? But if this vaccine was the great miracle drug, and I'm not saying it's not, but if it's the great miracle drug that I need to sell my American brothers and sisters on, why the hell would I make my White House staff exempt from getting the vaccine?
That doesn't make any sense.
See?
Shouldn't those
This
be the
is
ones
why people are
promoting it?
hesitant.
Yeah, those should be the main people promoting your vaccine, not making them exempt from having to take it or be tested for it.
Right. So now we're going to delve into even more dumber shit. A Republican senator, he's actually had to come out and demand this, okay? So a Republican senator is demanding that the National Archives stop putting warning labels on founding documents. Are you freaking kidding me?
Wow.
Can it get any dumber? Oh, it can. No, I got more stuff in here that gets dumber. And you're like, how? Smiley, how can it get dumber? It just can. It just can. You can't make this shit up. So a Republican senator is demanding the National Archives stop putting warning labels on the United States founding documents. Senator James Lankford, a Republican in Oklahoma, sent a letter to National Archives and Records Administration. The archivist there, David Ferrara, outlining his concern about the blanket application of a harmful language alert on the nation's pillar documents. Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
They are so bad. Our documents are so bad that nobody needs to see them. They need warning labels.
Do you not
Warning
take into
labels?
account the fact that when they were written? Does that not count?
Well, it's not like it says that, hey, you bunch of MFers and da-da-da-da-da, you shall and we shall,
It was
and
the language used at that time.
Yeah, but it's not derogatory, it's not curse words.
Right.
They're not implying anything racial in there at all, in anything. So this is just more of this woke bullshit. We're just going to pick on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, in this, like I said, it just gets dumber. So, here we go. A California teacher hangs "fuck the police" and "fuck America" spelled AMERIKKKA posters in her classroom. A Los Angeles police parent is sounding the alarm over posters displayed in a high school classroom that say "fuck America" and claim that law enforcement's primary purpose is to militarily reinforce white supremacist capitalism. Okay. The first photo shows a Palestinian flag, a transgender flag, a Black Lives Matter flag, and a pride flag prominently displayed on the blackboard. Another photo shows two posters that read, "Fuck America," this is native land in quotes, and "fuck the police." Well, okay, this teacher is not Native American, so kiss my ass for that, number one. Okay? So, when are the teachers going to teach our kids how to read and write so that we're not the dumbest people on the damn planet? When are we going to get back to that? When is politics going to get out? When are we going to stop, politicizing our damn children?
It's not. It's part of the curriculum.
I think I'm going to go to school today and see how badly I can screw up a bunch of young minds. That's the deal?
That's how it's looking.
Yeah. So an Ohio mayor, because there's hope, an Ohio mayor tells the entire school board to resign or face child pornography charges after teachers gave children writing prompts to write a sex scene you wouldn't show your mom.
Yeah.
Okay? And this even gets worse. A mayor in Ohio has threatened the city's entire school board with criminal charges unless they resign over highly sexual writing prompts that teachers gave to underage students. At issue are the highly inappropriate writing prompts distributed to students in the Liberal Arts 2 writing class at Hudson High School, including write a sex scene you wouldn't show your mom, describe your favorite part of a man's body using only verbs, and write an X-rated Disney scenario. Do you know what happened when I was in school and he drew Mickey Mouse with a big wiener? You got your ass suspended.
Yep.
Okay? And now they're wanting you to do it. This is what they want you to do. Are you kidding me?
My mama flip her shit.
Oh, my mother would have come on kinds
We
of
would have got
glue.
pulled out of that school.
Yeah. Somebody would have went to jail.
Yeah.
That day. It'd have been my mother.
That wouldn't have been able to fly.
Yeah.
At all. Like at all.
Yeah. My mom was 5 foot of I'll whoop your ass for this shit right now. You know what I mean? So an Oregon teacher removes American flag from a classroom, says it stands for violence and menace and intolerance. Okay? So obviously these are educators that are not educated.
Right.
They have no idea what our Constitution or Bill of Rights even says. I wonder if you could go to these assholes and say, "Hey, moron, quote something, just something from our Constitution." And you'd probably get a, tell me I'm wrong.
Probably.
See? All right. So a Portland area teacher who opposes her district's vote to ban Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ pride symbols in schools told local media that she removed the American flag from her classroom because it represents violence and menace and intolerance. So, yeah. This is our school system we're talking about. Yeah. And it just keeps pouring in. A Virginia teacher says encouraging behavior like following directions, that's white supremacy.
Not supposed to follow directions anymore in school.
So, I want to know, this teacher right here, I want to know, can they teach these kids while they're running amok, screaming and hollering, throwing shit, playing, doing all this stuff? You can teach kids that way?
Yeah, I don't understand how that is supposed to work.
I don't get this at all. This is what I'm saying. I don't know who's hiring. How are these idiots squeaking through there?
Right. How long
You know what I
have
mean?
you been at this school where all of a sudden you're going to switch your tactics around? Are you new? You must be a new teacher.
It is beyond belief. Beyond belief. A Virginia high school teacher posted a video criticizing the concept of students behaving themselves and sitting quietly in class as part of white supremacy. Okay, I stated that PBIS is white supremacy with a hug, and a lot of y'all wanted to know more about that. The teacher said in the video that was originally posted to his TikTok account in May. You, dude, you're a moron. You're a moron. Moron. Washington State High School calls off a 9/11 football tribute because some people could be offended. If you're offended by a 9/11 tribute, you need to drag your nappy ass the hell out of here.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Okay, the
More
event.
people will be offended for you not doing the tribute than being offended by the tribute.
This is absolute stupid. This is absolute, but you're talking about a liberal state. Again. All right, the event was canceled by an unnamed staffer at Eastlake High School in Sammamish. At the last minute, a student told the show that he was informed that the red, white, and blue was going to be seen as racially insensitive and may affect people in a way that we will not understand. For that reason, that we were to change our theme. So who's going to be upset in America about the red, white, and blue? Is it all the illegal immigrants coming in? Because I'm confused.
I have no idea.
So who's going to be upset? All right. Parents are speaking their minds, and they're getting tossed. They're getting put in jail. They're absolutely being denied their voice. Okay. WeThePeopleProtected.com. This is what they do. Go to the website, tell them your story. These girls, through donations, they will find you legal help in your area that will actually help you. And if the donations are there, they will fund it 100%. This is what they're here for. Americans helping Americans. They are a non-profit charity, okay? A 501c3 non-profit charity.
Yeah.
Okay. If you are having problems with your American flag, and I can't even believe I'm saying this shit. If you're having problems with your American flag, that it is offending people on your block and they're demanding that you take it down, WeThePeopleProtected.com. That's what they're here for. Send these girls a message. They will find you legal representation, or they will help you find a way around your bullshit scenario. Okay? So, WeThePeopleProtected.com. Please go buy and donate. Buy an ammo box. Those are cool. Buy a sticker. Water bottle.
And they're red, white, and clear.
They're red, white, and clear.
Didn't have white ones, but they're
Didn't have white ones. I got you. I got you. You know. All right. So this is sad. Okay. More kids have been shot in Chicago than have died of COVID-19 across the U.S. this year.
Yet the fact,
How
unvaccinated.
do you, as a liberal mayor that looks like Beetlejuice, come out and say, oh, I'm doing everything I can? Bullshit. You defunded your police department. You tied their hands. You did everything in the world to screw these people in blue.
Mm-hmm.
But now that your city's on fire, now you want them back. But they're not coming back, are
Nope.
they? No. A total of 214 children 17 years old or younger have died of COVID-19 so far this year in the country. Chicago earlier this week, that 261 children have been shot, 41 of whom have died. How many's too many? How many's too many?
One is too many.
Isn't it?
One is too many.
Isn't it though? Isn't one too many?
Is ridiculous.
200. How do you get to 261 kids? 261 kids this year. If you're mayor in that town, you need to quit.
Yeah.
You need to quit.
You need to just
because at this point, you're a danger to our children. You're a danger to our children.
Yeah.
If you can't solve the problem, then you are the damn problem.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Right.
That's too many babies.
Way too many. A media push of narrative that patriotism is adjacent to something evil. And also saying a patriotism and as patriotism and wrapping oneself in the American flag has come to be more identified with being a right-leaning conservative or Republican, media coverage of patriotism has taken a negative turn as well. Speaking of negative, Ilhan Omar, okay? She's pissed at this judge for blocking a ballot measure to scrap the Minneapolis Police Department. All right. You got to know what's fixing to happen here when she gets to block she wants the police gone. By the way, she is spending taxpayer money of over $10,000 a month on private security for her and her family. But she doesn't want you to be safe.
Nope.
The leaders who are opposed to progress in this city are not nameless or faceless, she said. Using your network to obstruct the kind of progress so many people in this country want and we're looking forward to is not something that should go unnoticed. Okay, well, you ignorant piece of shit. Have you not listened to the people in your district? Because they do not, in any way, shape, or form, want the damn police defunded anymore.
Nope.
Because what's going on there? Everything's going to shit. Everything is going to shit. And they know it. And they don't know how to stop it. They don't know any way how to stop this. So, again, Biden appears to forget the Australian Prime Minister's name. President Biden, he appeared to forget the name of Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison during a joint press conference Wednesday evening, calling him Mr. Prime Minister and that fellow down under. Dumbass.
I think he has dementia.
You know, you may be right. All right. So, and here we go. The White House abruptly, this is not the first time this has happened. This is not the second time this has happened.
Nope.
The White House abruptly cuts feed of Biden mid-sentence as he asks questions at wildfires briefing. All right. So the White House abruptly cut the feed of President Biden's briefing on wildfires with federal and state officials. While Biden spoke for much of the briefing, at one point he said he wanted to hear from Mr. George Gessler of the National Association of State Foresters. Biden says, "Can I ask you a question?" And Gessler responded, "Of course. One of the things that I've been working on with some others is," it was cut off.
What are they afraid he's going to say?
They don't know what he's going to say. That's what they're afraid of. They have no clue what this idiot's liable to jump up there and say. So they are absolutely scared to death. So I told you that this could get worse. All right. Are you ready for this one? All right. Can't make this up. Seattle city attorney candidate wins primary and vows to abolish the office. Anybody? Anybody? Okay. Apparently, Miss Thomas Kennedy here, apparently she is running for the dumbest bitch alive contest. So she may win. Now, I'm going to tell you what, the AOC is hard to beat. Did you see her at the Met Gala with her big white dress that said tax the rich?
That did not go with the theme for this year's Met Gala.
Yeah, what pay grade is she in all of a sudden?
How did you even get invited to go to the Met Gala?
And she had free tickets, which they're not allowed to accept,
right.
Which is conflict of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there were other people that she managed to negotiate in to the event.
You have to be invited. Who invited her?
I have no idea.
That's
but I bet whoever it was is wishing the hell that they didn't do it.
Right.
Thomas Kennedy is a police and prison abolitionist who wants to dismantle the Seattle City Attorney's Office. She is a former public defender who says most misdemeanor crimes should not be prosecuted. And given her support for so-called anti-fascists, she's better labeled the Antifa candidate. I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that at all. So, we are going to end on a high note, though. And I know I got to hurry because I'm trying to keep it at 30 minutes. Have you seen Biden's banking law that he's trying to pass now? Yeah. He's just going to push this through. All right. Any bank account with $600 or more, banks will be required to send a monthly bank record on that account to the IRS. Yep. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. We got those emails this week.
Why don't you just kick me in the nuts?
Yeah. No, thank you.
I swear, how more anti-American than this stupid bastard get? It's unbelievable. It's unfreaking believable.
Like all of a sudden you want to know if $600 or more is taken out or put into somebody's personal bank account.
What he wants is money. He wants money to spend, and they will screw every American out of their hopes and dreams and hard-working plans. All the work they've put forth. He will screw you till you cannot even move. So, I said we're going to end on a high note, and this is from Rockland, Maine. At 101, she's still hauling lobsters with no plans to stop. When Virginia Oliver started trapping lobster off Maine's rocky coast, World War II was more than a decade in the future.
That's a long time.
Yeah, the electronic traffic signal was a recent invention, and a few women were harvesting lobsters. Shit, I can't even talk. Nearly a century later, at age 101, she's still doing it. The oldest lobster the oldest lobster fisher in the state and possibly the oldest one in the world, Oliver still faithfully tends to her traps off Rockland, Maine, with her 78-year-old son, Max. Bless your heart, Miss Virginia Oliver, we love you. We love you. But for all the people out there that don't want to go back to work, that want that money from Biden, that are suing their states because their unemployment's been cut off. So they can't sit at home and play Xbox and order pizza. You lazy pieces of shit. If right now, if you don't have that feeling in right here in the temple of your head, that would be your pride fucking with you right there. If you don't have that, you are a lazy piece of shit drag on America. Period. Get a job. 101-year-old woman still pulling lobsters with her 78-year-old son.
She does not look 101.
No, she really
She
doesn't.
looked like she was like maybe 80.
No, but her son looks 78.
Yeah.
He does look 78. The poor guy.
I guess
I think
hauling lobsters.
I think he's worked her pretty. I think she's worked him pretty hard. All right, guys. Like I said, for the ones of you that pride's not messing with you, get a job. Just get a damn job. You can find one anywhere. And I think that's all the damage I can do today. I've tried to keep it as short as I can. I had a message that said, "Dude, you go live at noon, man, but my lunch hour is only 35 minutes." Yeah. So I got you covered, buddy. I almost do anyway, right? All right. So like I said, that's really all the damage I can do today. Pray for America. Sit down every night. Pray with your family. Family dinner night, man. Family dinner night. Where'd that go?
I don't know. I know my mom said something to me about how come I don't cook for Anthony.
Yeah.
On Sundays.
Yeah. Shame on you. Because
I'm supposed to cook every Sunday.
See, if you do, I could be invited for dinner. See, that's a win-win for us.
You know how much work that is to cook dinner?
101 years old pulling lobsters.
No, that's pulling lobsters. That's not cooking the dinner. You got to prep.
Oh,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, you're out. All right, guys. We love you very much. Pray with your families. You guys get out this weekend and have a great time because, the assholes that are running the country could lock us down at any moment. We all know it. We do. We all know it. So apparently with them, it's fuck America or the Americans, and everybody else is fine. So, like I said, we love you. Please go to wethepeopleprotected.com and donate something. All right? Because the next poor bastard you help may be me. All right? God bless America.